Okay. Nothing. Still nothing. Still nothing. Just keep refreshing. Eventually it's gonna show up. Still nothing. Okay, good. Awesome. Finally. Okay, good. Okay, good. Why is there no sound? Oh, that's right. Yeah, I forgot. I turned off. I forgot I turned off. I turned off the music and the sound effects. I turned everything off because while I was playing a little bit, trying to collect a little bit more stuff, I was listening to other music. Did I? Okay, no, I didn't check this today. Wait, oh, display case! Show off your prized collection of items with this handy display case, perfectly preserving objects for your viewing pleasure. Woo! I want that. Sharp boulder? Okay, for a second I thought this was an ice thing. I'll buy two because I know I don't have that. I don't have any of these. I will buy all of them. Seashells, I don't have these. So, buy two. And I also have a message. I need to get in the habit of checking these at the start of every episode. Oh, Beatrix, I was up all night trying to sit... Okay, yeah, I've read this one before. Cautious flag, okay, thank you. Alright. Well, that's the blueprint for the cautious flag. So I now have that blueprint, so that's nice. That's really nice. Anyway, this episode is going to be about finding every single... drone with messages. Research drones, that's what they are. So, I have a guide here. Alright. Alright. Okay, so it looks like there are 5 drones. There are 5 drones here in the conservatory. One of them is right up here. I had the drones rebuild the okay, yeah. So let's finally big home again. Yeah, I've archived a log. I got the idea for this conservatory from a history book I had as a kid. I thought it was so lovely, the way that you could be inside it but feel like you were in the outside world at the same time. I wish I had something like this back home. Maybe then I wouldn't always have had to run off to look for plants and mushrooms. Maybe I would have been closer to them. I feel like this has to be future Mochi, right? That's what this has to be. I've already read the one that's in the gully. Oh, there's one in the pool tides, according to the guide. Alright. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, I forgot about you. Alright. I used to be afraid of the water. It felt like it was endless and would just swallow you up. I was only ever willing to dip my feet in the shallows where I could see the bottom. You know what? Same. You know what? Same. If this is future Mochi, leaving these behind. If this is future Mochi and there's some time travel shenanigans going on, then you know what? Same. Absolutely. I am the exact same way. I hate the ocean. I hate it so much. I hate the ocean so much. There is so much death there is so much death in the ocean, and we don't know everything that's in our oceans. We don't know everything that's in there. Our ocean is so vast. We haven't even discovered every single creature that's at the bottom of our oceans. Like there is just so much unknown to the ocean, and I hate it. I hate it so much. If I can't see my feet in the water, we've got a problem. I have to be able to see my feet. So I love swimming. I really love swimming. But I will only ever swim in like pools. If there's like a pond and I can't see my feet after being only a foot deep into it, nope. I'm not doing that. I'm gonna wait on the shoreline and I'm just gonna play in the sand. I'm gonna play in the sand. Like nope. Sorry, no. No. See the extent of it, and now, what would you even call what I plunged into? Water so deep, so endless that I may never see the surface again. I'm feeling sorry for myself again. I should get back to work. Okay, so even if this isn't Mochi, whoever this is seems to be pretty hard on themselves. Like they have a whole lifetime of regrets, and they're being pretty harsh on themselves. So you hate to see it. You hate to see people being down on themselves like this. Alright, there's one in the archway. Said it was... No, I'm looking at a different one. Am I? No. No, I'm right. It's past here. Whoa! I never even knew there was a little island out here. Oh, hello. There we go. I had been pacing all over the conservatory after it happened, my mind racing with what I should have done differently. I felt so guilty, so misguided. I ended up in these ruins, and I just slumped up against one of the walls, totally exhausted. The stones were so solid and cold, and I felt the weight of the history they carried with them. And then a tiny bug crawling along one of the cracks in the wall slipped inside and vanished. I passed through these ancient stones as if they were smoke. That's when it all came to me. What? So, huh? So they were solid. So these pillars were solid 1 minute, and then transparent the next. Well, not transparent, but not necessarily transparent, but like intangible the next. Wait, I didn't read the hidden log, did I? I'm pretty sure I didn't read the hidden log at the other one either. Yeah. History is a funny thing. When history is a funny thing. I'm thinking of a Uncle Iroh quote right now, just from that one line. That brings me straight to Uncle Iroh. That line brings me straight to Uncle Iroh. Oh my god. When you're young, you're told how important it is, how it's the greatest teacher. But then you see the people out there with power, the ones making history, and they ignore the past. I suppose I'm no different. In a way, I'm out here trying to escape my family's history. I'm sorry, Mom and Dad. I'm sorry, Grandma. But I really want this. Okay, so clearly there's family drama. I need to go back to the pool tides. The tool pides. The tool pides. That's what I said before. The tool pides. Wow. Okay. Yeah, it'd be great if I could speak English properly. The pool tides. I'm gonna go to the pool tides. Alright. I'm gonna head back. Nope. The tide pools remind me of when I would go to the beach with Mom and Dad. I never wanted to swim. I was too scared to do it. Instead, I would wade in the tide pool and read this old book my mom had about a legendary explorer. They were a slime rancher who trekked across the entire far, far range, making discoveries that would go on to make history. I used to dream about being someone like that, being fearless and just diving into a new adventure. I guess this is my chance. Are we the legendary explorer? Is Beatrix LeBeau the legendary explorer that that this person is talking about? I feel like if since you're able to get up here and it's not exactly, it's like pretty out of the way. I feel like I feel like it would be normal for them to like hide something up here, wouldn't it? Huh. Okay. I still have no idea where the 3 treasure pods are that are here in the conservatory. I feel like I've explored the entire conservatory, and I'm not sure where to actually find those 3. So they must be in like really good hiding spots. So Next, I'm gonna go to the den. According to this, it doesn't seem like there are any. It doesn't seem like there are any drones in the dig site, which is weird. You'd think that that would be the most obvious place to have one. Yeah, I already read that one. Oh, good. I was looking for a place to store all my giant mushrooms anyway. I bet Dad would have laughed at that one. Yeah, okay. Alright. Well... Now let me check this real quick. I'm gonna check. I've got 2 guides here, and I'm gonna check the second one because the second guide is updated. Second guide is an updated guide that has all of the Powderfall Bluffs drones. I already know where one of them is. I see it every time I go through. So, okay, doesn't look like. Okay, it doesn't look like that one includes a drone for the dig site. So it looks like that we're good. I think we're good. Okay, so Rainbow Fields, there's 2 of them in Rainbow Fields. I think I've read both of them, but I'm pretty sure I didn't read the archive blogs. I'm gonna drop the Jellystone off. Ronnie? Oh. Hey, Ronnie. What you doing? Get over here, buddy. There you go, buddy. Just walking into the corner like that. Oh yeah, what's new? I should probably check that now. While I have the chance. Always check every day. I have Aurora flowers, but I have plenty of Aurora flowers. I'll get a few more. Conservatory lamp? Yes, please. Beach short magma club. I don't have these. You know what? I'll buy all of them. I'll buy 2 more of these. There you go. Alright, hit it. Now, yeah, one's right over here, and then the other is on the hill with the refinery link. Here we are again. I'm sending the drones all over. Yeah, read that. My gosh, this grass. Just look at the colors change as I speak. I just arrived at this island, and I'm already finding one of the most unique botanical discoveries in recent memory. It's all too good to be true. Okay, so it was like this already. It was all like this already. The grass was all like... Yeah, oh my god, that's so cool. It really is cool to see, like, the colors change in real time. The colors of the grass change in real time. That is really cool. But, like, it was like that when she showed up. So that just reaffirms my belief that this, whoever this is, and we've been hearing from Ogden about how this is not natural. That he has done so much research, he's done so much studying, and this is not natural. There's no way that this is natural. That something happened to cause the grass to become this way. Oh, we got strong winds. Nice. Something happened to cause the grass to become this way. Sorry, but I need you to go. But yeah, so something happened to cause the grass to become this way. So that means that the fact that she was able to, the fact that it was not normal when this person showed up, means that it has to have either happened before Beatrix found the island, but after everything went down, or in the far future. So my future theory is now looking pretty good. Yeah. Okay. I just found my first slime fossil on the island. It looks like such a happy little thing. You know, we still have no idea how these things are formed. We can travel across the stars in the blink of an eye, but we don't know how this goofy face ends up in a rock. I think that's quite reassuring, really. I'm glad this world still has its mysteries to share. Alright, cool. Alright, Starlight Strand is the next one. Okay. Now, from this point on, I'm probably going to be reading the research drones and the archive log, just because I can't remember which ones I've actually read and which ones I haven't. The prismal waves seem to affect each area of the island differently, expressing a full spectrum of color in some places, but alternating between or splitting the spectrum in others. And they actively change, sometimes quickly and constantly, others more slowly. In my first year here, every season looked different to me. It was lovely while it lasted. What a fascinating place. I've never seen flora split in two different chromatic variations like this before. On one side, beautiful shimmering orange and golds, and the other side, deep verdant greens. It's extraordinary. Alright. Okay. One is south of the Honey Gordo's location. And that was to the west of me, wasn't it? Wasn't it like right over here, I think? So I might be able to get there from here. There's one south of me. And then there's one immediately to the same direction I'm heading. There's one in the same direction I'm heading. So, it's either in the cave or it's up there. Okay, that answered my question. Ever since I came back, things have been a little fuzzy. Like some of my memories stayed behind. Stayed behind? So I come here now to clear my head. I just let the sound of the falling water drown everything out, and then In what white noise I can, in that white noise I can sometimes think clearly again. But then all I see is it happening again. So I take a few breaths, steady myself, and get back to work. Did this person travel to the future and then come back to the present, and then come back to the present to before B got here, and then they built the drones. They built the drones, and then they rebuilt the conservatory because they said that the conservatory like collapsed, and so they rebuilt it. So they rebuilt it, and they lost some of their memories in the future. Like during transitioning back to the present, they lost some of their memories, and so they're trying to prevent with these drones and whatever other work they were doing. They were trying to prevent something from happening. They were trying to prevent something from happening here in present day. Is that what's going on? That's my working theory on what's going on. God, I love this. I love the lore. Oh, I love this spot because it lets you take in so much of the island. The sounds of slimes hopping about, the birds chirping, the wind as it moves through the trees, and the waves of the sea all come together like a song. There is music in nature, and if we only just sit and listen. And I have a whole lifetime on this island to do just that. Oh my God! I'm so invested! So I head down here. Oh, come on. Okay, okay, go up here. Is it in here? Collect as many moondrop dews as I can. Okay, yeah, here it is. This is the location. I grew attached to this tree when I first discovered it. Okay, yeah, I'm pretty sure I've read this. Used to say I told all about this. I see myself in an owl. Yeah. Unlike this tree, I hope to leave this island someday. Okay. Trees like this one can live for thousands of years. I used to think that compared to us, they must perceive time very slowly. But then I realized that was because I was putting people at the center of time. In reality, trees have been here long before us, so their perception of time is closer to the truth. We are here for just a moment before moving on, and the trees remain. I wonder who else this tree will meet. I wonder if it will tell them about me. Okay. So it sounds, from the sound of this sounds different. This one sounds way different than the ones that we read before in the conservatory. That one felt like, I don't know how to explain it. But that one felt like it was told by someone. Hang on. There we go. That one felt like it was, the earlier ones felt like it was told by someone who was younger, and had a lot more on their mind than just fixing things. But this one felt like the rambling of someone much older. This one felt like the rambling of someone much older. Oh, I finally understand why sometimes the tars are getting damaged. Why the tars sometimes get damaged out in the wild. It's because it's raining. Tars hate water, so when it rains, they're automatically taking damage. Okay, that makes sense. I did not put two and two together. I never put two and two together before now. But that makes so much sense. I am very slow. I should have figured that out long before now. Should have put that together long before now, so. I will go ahead and collect a few items. I always need buzzwax for one thing or another, and I always need radiant ore, for one thing or another. Those are like constants. I constantly need those. Okay. So the fourth one is going to be near where the Hunter Gordo was. South of where the Hunter Gordo was. Whew. Got it. Saved it. No, that's not where I need to go. This way. Okay. Okay, yeah, this is one. Pretty sure I read this one before. Ow. The giant mushrooms on this island are responsible for maybe the greatest mycological discovery of my life. Sorry, but it's a secret. I am a genius. I've made so many great discoveries on this island, but this latest one changes everything. I found a giant mushroom cap here about the size of a pizza. Turned it upside down, added sauce, cheese, peppers, and some other mushrooms. Baked it, and voila! I'm going to call it Mega Mushroom Pizza. And I'm going to eat it every day. That's this. Okay. 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 I don't know who this is, but I like them. I like them. One is over by the Flutter Gordo And then the other is directly east of me, here at this corner. So I'm gonna go for the Flutter Gordo next. Okay, but I like that one. I like that one. That one was funny. That one was funny. She built. She was building up. She was building up this discovery, and it turns out to. be she just created a giant pizza. Oh man, that's hilarious. I mean, I love pizza too, so I'm not gonna knock her invention till I try it. But I'm not gonna have I am not gonna have the mushrooms. I don't like mushrooms on pizza. Yuck. But I will find some other way to have a giant pizza. So I will come back. Yeah, I read this one. I thought I wasn't going to find a way into this place, but there's a huge hole in the wall on this end, big enough for an elephant to pass through. I think it's time I finally did some exploring inside this structure. This feels just like when I was a kid and I'd sneak into the woods. It'd be just me and my discoveries. I feel very good and excited. Okay. Interesting. Okay. So I go here. Okay. And I want to go I'll go this way. Oh, there it is. Knew I heard it. I used to start my mornings with a jog along this path. It felt so great to feel the sea breeze as I make my way to the hollow trees ahead. Sometimes I would even come back at the end of my day and watch the sunset. But I also think this is where I got robbed by a ringtail slime. Oh no! And she got robbed. Oh man, I'm feeling good today. I think I'm finally getting a handle on things here, and I'm at my favorite spot, ready to watch the sunset with a bunch of yummy cookies I baked all by myself. And you know what? I've earned them because I've been working so hard. And wait a sec, what is up with this statue there? You have got to be kidding me! Oh my god, I love that. Oh, she got robbed again. She got robbed again. Oh my god. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's so awesome. I love that. Just put the honey drip into my mouth. Yum. I'm actually kind of picky about what I put honey on. Not gonna lie, I'm actually kind of picky about what I put honey on. Like, toast? Absolutely. Honey on toast? Oh, delicious. Oh, that's the best. And like, you ever had? Have any of you ever had a peanut butter jelly and honey sandwich? Oh my god, it's so good. It's just peanut butter and jelly sandwich, but just add honey to it. Add a little bit of honey to it. It just enhances it so much. It's so good. I love it. Oh. And I love basically any honey candy. Any honey flavored candy, I just love. It's so good. So, all right. Sorry, Tar. Okay, there's nothing there. Are there any? Nope. 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 Okay. Nothing for me just yet. That's fine. Hey, you're not welcome here. There we go. That's nice. Okay. Now let's see. Okay. Ember Valley. Yeah, there's one on the small. There's one on the small island. Over there. Okay. Here you are. The first time I was here, I turned this entire ruined complex into a beautiful garden. I'd never known the original purpose of this place, but I thought its creators might be happy knowing that far into the future, someone was making sure it still had purpose. There's no time for that now, but I'm going to at least plant some of my favorite flowers right here. Hope that in time they flourish and cover these ruins once more. Maybe if I ever make it back home, I can see it myself. Oh, so eventually this it sounded like eventually she started giving up on ever returning back to Earth and started to think, no, this is my home now. This is my life. Man, that's actually kind of sad. So, okay, there's one in the big open area right here. Oh yeah, I've read that one. I know which one it's I know exactly which one it's referring to. Yeah, I'm positive I know which one it's referring to. Okay, there's no soaky sand here. Nope. I was going the right way. Oh, primordial oil! Oh my god! It's rare to find it right out here. Come on. Come on. I've been dealing with 150 health and energy this whole time. Nice! Oh, nice. That's awesome. Eventually, I'm going to get more health and energy. Alright. I know I'm on a mission here, but that hasn't changed anything about these geysers. They're still fun as heck. I think I can afford a few minutes splash, like the old days. Yahoo! Okay, it's nice to know that even when they, like, had their own job to do and, you know, they had their own job to do and they were on their own mission, it was nice to know that they still knew how to have fun. That's really important to... Even when you're an adult, it's important to know how to have fun. I saved you. I saved you, pink slime. Okay, where's the next one? Okay, there's three that are leading towards... Okay. There's three that are leading towards the Boom Gordo. And then there's one up here. So I think I'll go for these three. And then I'll end with that one. So, oh, hello, Dervish. I guess this place just got done with like tornadoes. Dervish only show up Dervish slimes only show up. Dervish slimes only show up around tornadoes. When tornadoes happen. So, yeah, head in here. Okay. So it should be close. I should be facing the right direction to find it. Oh, there it is. I feel at home here. When I traveled across the glass desert, it was caves just like this one that gave me shelter and allowed me to survive my trek. Just feeling walls around me and solid ground beneath my feet gave me all the security I needed to close my eyes and make it through another night. But I can do without some of it. Like, if I ever smell roasted cactus again, I'm pretty sure I'd barf. Caves like this have always kind of creeped me out. The stone walls and the darkness, they made me feel trapped. I was always more at home being outdoors, with the sky, or at least a tree canopy above my head and the soil beneath my feet. I suppose those feelings are the same ones that brought me here in the first place. Oh man. Okay. So I'm gonna... some lava dust. Okay. This should lead me out. Nope. Wrong place. That led me to the wrong place. Okay. So I need to find a cave exit on the other end of this. On the other side of this. Not there. Oh, here we go. This is it. This is the one I'm looking. This has to be the one I'm looking for. Yep. More radiant ore. It's always nice. I always like that. Okay. I'm actually close. I'm close to one. It says I'm close to one. There you are! I never managed to conclude if the Prisma waves caused all this lava to erupt to the surface, but I believe it did. The Prisma waves. So what caused the Prisma waves? The rainbow grass and iridescent rocks, all lovely to see, and the ecosystem seems to coexist with it to some degree. But this lava, this is the breaking point. My guess is that it started like it always does. It creeps up a few degrees over the years and you hardly notice, and then one day you realize you're cooking. Oh, I wish I had a dog pet right now. I think I need to just sit here for a minute or three to catch my breath and collect myself. I was careless, too busy marveling at the tropical foliage here, and a geyser shot me into the air, almost dropping me right into a pit of lava. I sometimes worry I took on too much here, that I'm not ready to be on my own. Okay, so... Oh! Okay, tall magma clumps. I have a couple of those, but it's good to know that I finally have the blueprint for them. And I collect these wherever I can find them. Okay. Okay. So the only one left over here is... Oh, here's another treasure pod.
potted plant? Okay, what's a potted plant for? What do we use a potted plant for? Okay. Okay. What is this? Is there a treasure pod over here for me? This is very dangerous. I have so many things that I don't want to lose. Okay, yeah, I don't think... It looks like there are ways to get up there. Oh, no, that's where the other teleporter is. That's where the other teleporter is, to Powderfall Bluffs. Okay. 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 Just gonna wait here for a moment. Okay. I'm getting a ton of lava dust. That's awesome. Doing great. Now I just need to read, because I did read this, I had to in order to even get this, so now I need to read this. And here we are, back at Ember Valley. The labyrinth must warp around most of the labyrinth must warp around most of the island. That's the wall! The labyrinth is the wall! Oh my god! Jeez, how long was I even in there? Next time, I'm definitely bringing lunch and an extra fork. In any case, I need to rest up and head right back in there. This is starting to feel like a truly amazing scientific and historical discovery. I need to make some calls. The wall is the labyrinth! Oh my god, the labyrinth! This whole thing is the labyrinth! This whole thing is the labyrinth! It's massive! It's massive! This whole thing is the labyrinth! There is so much empty space right here. I feel like there has to be another island that they're going to add to the game. I feel like there has to be. There has to be another island that they're going to add to the game. Most likely, you're going to have to do something in Powderfall Bluffs in order to get to this. Or maybe they'll add a couple more. Maybe they'll add a couple more fast travel locations here in Rainbow Fields. Or maybe a couple fast travel locations in here that carry you all the way to this new island. There has to be a new island. There's no way they can just leave all this space completely empty. Like, this space takes up like a large chunk of the screen. More than half of the screen is taken up by just empty water. So I feel like there's going to be another island that they're going to add. So, because I mean, there's no way they're going to leave it at just 4 islands. You got the Rainbow Fields, you got Starlight Strand, Ember Valley, Powderfall Bluffs. I feel like there has to be another island. There has to be a fifth island. And then this whole thing is the labyrinth. That's what the wall is. It's a labyrinth. Oh my god, I'm betting you. I bet that that's going to be endgame. That's going to be the last area that gets unlocked in the campaign. That is going to be the last area that gets unlocked in the campaign. I am calling it now. I just hope that we actually get to explore the labyrinth, and it's not one of those situations where like you see the wall. I hope it's not one of those situations where like you see the wall, and you find a way to open a gate, and you go through, and then the credits end, and then the credits happen. I hope that it's not like that. I hope we actually get to explore the labyrinth, because that would be so cool. Imagine that you go into the labyrinth, and like it's a big it's a labyrinth. It implies that it's some kind of a maze, that there's all kinds of twists and turns, and you can get lost easily. Like, that's what labyrinth implies. So, imagine being, imagine huh? I heard a lucky slime. Okay, it's gone. Pretty sure I heard a lucky slime. I'm gonna take a look around just one more time, just to make sure it wasn't like a strange diamond that I was hearing. Okay, yeah. The sound's gone, which means it was either a gold slime or a lucky slime. But anyway, just imagine being in the labyrinth, and you have and all the different crazy things that you can find in there. You can find brand new types of slimes that are exclusive to the labyrinth. Like, you cannot find them out in the world. Only in the labyrinth you can find them, and just trying to find your way out is a challenge. And sometimes you'll get turned around, and you'll think you're pressing forward when really you're actually going backwards, because several different routes just lead you back to where you started. I'm actually pretty good at mazes. I'm actually really good at mazes. There used to be a corn maze that we would my state would do. Well, my county specifically. My county would do like a corn maze. Would do a corn maze like every fall. I haven't gone back in several years, so I don't know if they still do it or not. I would imagine they would. It's pretty significant tradition for the county. Yeah. So like, they would do this corn maze every fall, and my family and I would go in and do it, and it was like, I always got through it so easily. I was always able to do it in record time. Like, they got the people there running it got so used to seeing me every year that they there was one year where they decided to create 2 corn mazes. Oh, I heard the sound of gold plorts popping. So, but they decided to make 2 corn mazes one year. One for one was an easy route, and one was a more difficult route. Because I guess I wasn't the only one who was having an easy time in the corn maze. There were several people who were getting through it pretty quickly. But they always I'm pretty sure I was the one getting through it the fastest, because they would always tell me to slow down and stop beating it in record time. So they were pretty confident with the harder maze. They felt pretty confident with the harder maze, and I still beat it. I still beat it in record. Well, not necessarily record time, but I beat it real quick. So. Ooh, ruby grass! Heck yeah! Give me that ruby grass. Yeah, snow bench. Small pinwheel, sure. And I have everything else. I'm good. Okay. So, in Powderfall Bluffs, there are how many? There are 4. There are 4 research drones. So I'm going to go in here, get this one. What an amazing discovery! This glacier wasn't even here at first when I came. When I first came to the island. I'm not sure how that's possible, so I'm sending out additional drones to collect more data. In the meantime, I'm going to see if this snow is as fun as the stories, I read as a kid. Wait, she's never seen snow? There's no archive data here. Aww. I would have read them sooner if I'd known there was no archive data. And yes, I am very aware that I didn't read the one that was over here. I am going to fix that. That'll be the last one that I read. I'm gonna use the other teleporter to get there. Okay. So there's one here. So I just need to head back to where my teleporter is. Okay. These auroral effects here, the ghostly trees and the surfaces that materialize at night, are similar to the phenomena inside the labyrinth. Really? Oh, okay. And that shouldn't be possible given the current state of the breach. The breach. Okay. I'm beginning to suspect that the ice shell that remains surrounding this glacier is amplifying the prisma waves, like creating an echo chamber where the
where the effects in the environment are more concentrated.
Ah, so the ghostly trees, the aurora bridges, that's all common in the... That's all extremely common in the labyrinth. Oh, that's so interesting. That is fascinating. That is absolutely fascinating. Okay, the dogs are freaking out for some reason. Okay. Well, I tried. I'll go ahead and go now. It doesn't feel right to. It doesn't feel right to do the other two without first getting the last one, since this is the most recent update. Since Power 4 Bluffs is the most recent update, it doesn't feel right to not have it be the last one. Oh! Poop. I didn't notice it in time. I heard it. I didn't notice it in time. Woo! Here we go. When I left the ranch, when I left my home, I thought that somehow I would prove myself, that I would prove to my parents that my choice was the right one, and they would forgive me for not continuing their legacy. But that's not how it worked out. And before I started my journey, I heard that they had sold the ranch, and I just couldn't face them. So I left again without seeing them. I regret that choice every day. I wish I could have said goodbye. I think I've mostly tried to not think about leaving home. This island has so much to distract me, so much of it that it's mine to study. But then I look out to the sea and see the sunrise, and I know that they're seeing the sunrise just like that too. And all of a sudden they're here with me. I hope they're okay. I hope that someday they'll say they're proud of me. I am convinced this has to be Mochi. This has to be Mochi in the future. I'm convinced of that. I am 100% convinced of that. This has to be Mochi. Like that line about her saying that that she was on a ranch in the Far Far Range. She was on a ranch in the Far Far Range before she came here, and her parents owned that ranch. Her parents technically owned that ranch. They didn't approve of her going off somewhere completely new. Somewhere completely new to make some completely new discoveries. And Mochi preferred. Mochi was the one who made the discovery of the Quicksilver slimes, and she was the one researching them. She wanted to make new discoveries about them. So she holds that same kind of drive. Okay. One of them is here. I'm not sure how to get there. It looks like I might need to go through the cave. I think I might need to go through the cave to get both. That's my guess. But, yeah, so... Ah, come on. There we go. Finally. There we go. There's no exit down there, is there? Doesn't look like it, so... No. Okay, there's... Trying to figure out where... It's supposed to be that way. It's supposed to be that way, but I don't know of a way to get there. That is confusing. I'll have to go through the other direction. So I need to find a way to get out of here that isn't the way I came in. I need to find a way out of here that isn't the way I came in. God. I really don't have a choice, do I? Because it's too risky. I can't risk losing everything I have. These are all good items. So my only choices are to go back the way I came and find a longer way around, or wait until the aurora. Wait until nighttime, when the Aurora Bridge spawns again. Oh boy! And I am less than 7 hours away from when it actually spawns in. No, it spawns in at 1900 hours. So I've got about 7 hours, almost a little over 7 hours before it spawns in. So in-game hours. So okay, fine. I'll wait. I'll hold off. Okay, so I've got 2 left. I've got 2 left. One. Both of them are over here. They're both really close to each other. One of them is at the east side of this cave, and then the other one, the east side of this cave, and the other one is on this little plateau, this little cliffside plateau. So I imagine there's going to be a way. I imagine that I see an exit there. I see an exit south. So I'll grab that one, head south to leave, to get out, and then just parkour my way over to the last one. And then head back the way I came, go into that cave, head down into the starting cave, head back up to my portal, and leave. So, but to get here, I need to go across the bridge to get out here, and then find the cave entrance. So, that's the plan. But like I was saying before, I do believe it's Mochi. I 100% believe that this is Mochi. That this is like a future Mochi. That at the end of this game, she decides that she is going to leave her ranch on the far range. She decides she is going to leave her ranch on the far range, and she's going to come to Rainbow Islands in order to discover new things. And her parents aren't going to support that, and so she's just going to leave anyway. And then they're going to sell they're going to sell her ranch, and she's going to be mad at them, and so she won't say goodbye when she leaves. And if that's the case, if that's what's happening, and then if that's what's happening, and basically our discoveries is what prompts her to go into that, to start doing that, then that means that this is a time loop. Because she will go there to make these discoveries. She'll go there to make the. She'll go there to make these discoveries. And then she will find the labyrinth, and I'm guessing the labyrinth has some time travel shenanigans going on in it. I'm guessing that she goes into the labyrinth, she finds a way to go into the labyrinth, and then finds herself back in time. She finds herself back in time, back before Beatrix showed up. Back before Beatrix showed up, and she ends up leaving and something happens to the conservatory. Something happens to the conservatory. Maybe she goes back in time far enough. Maybe she goes back in time far enough to cause the prismatic waves to, explode as she put it. I don't know. That doesn't really make sense though, with the voice log though that says that. She was astonished by the grasses when she first came. Although, unless she saw that stuff before she went back in time, that is also possible. But then, oh man, there's also the voice log that says. That says that she used to hear about a legendary adventurer that explored the entirety of the far range, and that makes me think that that's a story about Beatrix. But Mochi knows about Beatrix. So how could she have heard? Mochi and Beatrix are the same age. They're about the same age. So how could she have heard about Beatrix when she was little if Beatrix hadn't come to the far range at that point? Oh my God! There are so many there are so many possibilities. There's so many possibilities. There's so many, like, every time I think I understand what's going on, there's another voice log that, like, contradicts my thought process. Oh man, it's hard to tell what's going on, but I know Mochi is at the center of this. I know it. I'm positive of that. She is at the center. I don't know if she's the one who has been leaving these messages behind, or I don't know if she's the one leaving these messages behind. What? Maybe there's two people leaving messages behind. Because there are two different ways that the archives are being talked about. Like one of them sounds like it's being said from like a younger person, and then the other, a younger person talking about their regrets, talking about their regrets, talking about their regrets and their discoveries and the company, and then all the others are talking more about nostalgia and sound more like an old person speaking. So maybe they're being used by two people. Maybe Mochi is one of them, and then the other is someone from the future who grew up on stories about Beatrix. That is possible. That is possible. Maybe there's some time travel shenanigans going on in the labyrinth, and Mochi and this person from the future are both leaving these behind. That does answer a lot of questions about like why about like a lot of these contradicting message logs. If you look at it from the perspective of there are two people leaving these behind and they're just using the same technology. I mean, if one of them comes from the future, if one of them is from B, it makes sense. If these drones were designed by B, it makes sense for her to use them. And if these are if someone else is coming back from the future to leave these behind, that also makes sense because B would have already created them, so they'd be around in the future. So they would be around in the future. So looking at it from that perspective, it makes a lot of these contradicting drone messages make a lot more sense. So I think that's what it is. I think that there's two people leaving behind the messages, and that's why there's two different writing styles. One that talks about nostalgia, and then the other that's more childish and loves pizza and talks about the company and the regrets of their parents. Because like in one message they talk about how much they want to go home, but in another message in the same area, they talk about how this is their home. They talk about how this is their home. But why would they want to go home if this is their home? So I think it's two people. That's the only thing that makes sense. Unless these last two messages provide us with some more context, that's my working theory. That's the theory I'm going to go with. So, that's seriously so cool. There. Ooh. Oh, I think this is the cave, isn't it? Okay, it's that way. Oh, okay, so that's what that sound is. Water immediately evaporates the moment it touches that, so it's gotta be hot. I hear it. Fire flower! Oh, yes! That's what this is! Oh my god, I can actually make those. Oh, I want it. I want it so bad. Here you are! I can hardly believe it. Saber slimes. Everyone knows they've been extinct since sometime after the Jurassic period. Could this glacier somehow have contained them and this in this world like a time capsule? Perhaps it was frozen at the bottom of the slime sea and seismic activity from Ember Valley shook it loose. I need to keep exploring. Oh! So this was all at the bottom of the sea. Oh, that's so cool! This was all at the bottom of the sea, and seismic activity shook it loose. Okay. So we're... Okay. Sorry, dudes. But the needs of me outweigh the needs of you. Hey! Hey, buddy! Final research drone. While waiting for the drones to finish collecting their data, I built a snowman. I had seen them before in books, and since I had an extra carrot, I figured it was worth a shot. I am no sculptor, and I immediately took pity on my snowman. I was glad he couldn't talk. But then, as the hours passed, he looked even worse. It was midday, and the sun's rays were warming my cheeks, and then I realized why this place wasn't here before. Okay, so she'd never seen winter. Whoever this is, had never seen winter before. So, but wait. If my theory is correct, and this is two people, one of them is from the future. One of them is from the future. So, and they read stories about snow and about winter, but clearly had never seen them. But that person would have been, if I'm right and there are two people, then the person from the future is the one who's talking about, about nostalgia. The one who's all nostalgic and sounds more sophisticated and sounds a lot older. Why would this person be making a snowman? That's a pretty whimsical and childlike thing to do. So either this older person still has a childish innocence about them, either this person still has a childish innocence about them, or or this really is the same person. And this is just them from different points in their life. So when they sound super childish, it's when they're younger, and when they sound super sophisticated, it's when they're older. I think that's the thing that makes the most sense. But what doesn't make sense is how it all connects, because several of those drones seem to contradict the information. I suppose you could just chalk that up to... Oh, ice cubed. Nice. That was a blueprint I wanted. Suppose you could just chalk that up to, like, new discoveries making old ones obsolete? Because, like, science is constantly contradicting itself. Like, we have a big discovery. We make a big discovery, and okay, there we go. But yeah, we make a big discovery, and then, like, a few days, weeks, months later, another discovery is made that contradicts the original discovery. So, like, that kind of stuff happens all the time. And I got a message now that I have every single drone. I bet it's from Mochi. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know what the answer is, but my best guess, if I had to make a guess as to what the heck is going on, the labyrinth has some time travel stuff going on about it. When you go into the labyrinth, time works differently. Time works differently in the labyrinth. That is something that I have absolutely taken away from all these drones. Time works differently in the labyrinth. You could enter at one point in time and exit at a completely different point in time. That I'm pretty certain about that. And I don't know if the person talking is a completely new character or if it's Mochi in the future. I feel like some of these drones imply heavily that it is Mochi, where other drones make it sound like it's someone new entirely. Honestly, the one drone that makes me think it can't be Mochi is the one that mentions that is the one that talks about how they used to read stories about a legendary adventurer. Because that makes me think that it's a legendary adventurer who explored the far, far range. That makes me think Beatrix. That makes me think that this is someone far in the future who read stories about Beatrix's adventures. I mean, I guess I'm not the first person to come to the far, far range. Hobson and Thora are the oldest people we know in this game that have explored the far, far range, but there could have been other people to explore the far, far range before us. So, I mean, that is possible. So it's still possible that it could have been Mochi, and that she grew up on stories about an ancient adventurer who found the far, far range and discovered everything. But that would make a lot of our discoveries in the first game mean essentially nothing. That would mean that the discoveries we made in the first game didn't really mean anything. So... I think I have that. Done. That's it. So I don't know. I don't know which it is. I don't know which it is. Yeah, Mochi has something to say. I'll save that one for last, to be honest. I'm not sure which it is. I'm not sure which it is, but I am pretty certain that the labyrinth is endgame, and that has like time travel. That is going to have time travel shenanigans. That is absolutely going to have time travel shenanigans. So, most likely, you're not going to actually get to explore it. You're going to go into the labyrinth, you're going to open the labyrinth, you're going to go into it, and then the credits are going to roll. That's most likely what it is. That's most likely what it is. That's my guess. But... oh, man, there's just... oh, the lore! The lore! So good. Yeah. Thank you. Space shoe delivery! Have a great chickens! Okay. Yep. Read that one. Hello, Beatrix. Guess who's the luckiest person in the galaxy? You are, because you've got to get... okay, yeah. Okay, normally I wouldn't use anything you give me, but you know what? That one, Rounded Magma Pool, that is something I will probably use. I'm gonna each area of my base is gonna have a theme to it. This area is gonna be like snow themed, 100%, and then I'm also gonna have like, I'm gonna have like a area, probably the gully. The gully is gonna be my flower area, where I'm just gonna have nothing but flowers all over the place. And then I'm also going to want a magma area, probably the dig site. That seems fitting, since that's where I'm going to have all my fire slimes. And I'm not sure what I'm going to do with, like, the other three. Like, maybe the Archway, I'll probably do, like, ancient structure stuff. But, like, there's going to be a different theme for each of my 6 base areas. So, in any case, I'm positive that we are well past an hour in this. Oh, we're an hour 43 minutes. Oh boy. Okay, I'm leaving this episode here. Starting in the next episode, we're going to jump into gathering all of the treasure pods. So, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification for all the good jazz, and I will see you all in the next video. Take care, everyone.